So maybe that was a little bit dramatic, but that video was from my Instagram story when I realized my DeMar and Kyle Better Together t-shirt is now more of a collector's item. Yeah, we've seen a lot of shifting parts amongst the many Toronto teams, both good and bad, with big names leaving and coming in if we're thinking about John Tavares. But here at the Rogers Centre, of course, no longer the home of the bringer of rain. So that begs the question, what do you do with all that Josh Donaldson gear? Luckily, Jennifer's player of choice, Marcus Stroman, still a part of the Toronto Blue Jays. But Jennifer, do you own any Josh Donaldson gear by chance?
No.
No Donaldson
No.
gear? Would you ever alter a jersey, or have you ever altered a jersey when a player has left?
No.
No.
They cost too much. Cost too much money to change.
Do you own any Josh Donaldson gear?
No, but we've noticed a lot of it around the park.
Right?
That kind of gives me a little chuckle, but yeah.
I know.
On clearance?
On clearance. It's a bargoon. Would you alter a shirt? I've seen this done. Duct tape, sew patches on. Would you ever consider doing that?
I don't think so. I guess once you're loyal, right? Why change it?
Yeah, why change it? I agree. So we've got Jackman72. Not familiar with this player, but that is because you might have the best strategy, Mike. Personal jersey, right?
Getting traded anywhere, right?
That's it. You'll always be for the home team.
Absolutely.
Now, do you own any other gear of, like, say, a Josh Donaldson or a Jose Bautista?
Yeah,
Yeah?
they're at home, yeah.
Yeah, and would you still wear them?
Absolutely. They're one of the trademarks of the Blue Jays and wherever they go, so they'll always have a home here in Toronto.
Now, if you do have a Donaldson jersey, here's one unique option we've come up with. Take your classic jersey, cover up the S-O-N, so you've just got Donald. Then if anyone asks, say the jersey's in honor of Mr. Donald Lutz. Who is that, you may ask? Well, he never actually played for the Blue Jays. He's actually number 23, but he was the first ever German-American player to play in the majors when the Reds called him up back in 2013. And he's apparently a pretty big hockey fan, so desperate times call for desperate measures. What can I tell you? We also thought we'd ask some City News viewers online what they thought about whether or not they should keep their gear or bury it deep down in the drawer where it will never see the light of day yet again. I think it always comes down to whether or not the player is beloved. Brittany says, I will still wear both DeRozan and Donaldson to the games. No biggie. I don't disagree. Whereas Jerry has a foolproof strategy of stopped buying player name jerseys years ago. It just becomes a dirty cloth or ends up recycled. A viewer that goes by the handle The Meathead is still wearing them with pride, adding it's the only time I can afford the jerseys when they get traded and Real Sports has a sale on them. It's hard to argue with a good bargain, right? Thomas is a little harsher, just responding with a gif of a guy using a flame torch, while Derek's appreciative, rocking Donaldson and DeRozan because they were two of the greatest athletes to play for Toronto teams who love this city and the fans, and you really can't argue with that. Now, if you were hoping to potentially be at the ballpark tomorrow night to give Donaldson a standing ovation with his new club, you will not have the opportunity. Cleveland is indeed in town, but Donaldson is on the 10D DL and will not be in the lineup. Now, as for the Jays, tonight at the Rogers Centre, wrapping up their series with Tampa, you can catch the game on Sportsnet, first pitch at 7:07.